Hi, Pinkies.
It's not.
I'm Keita,
I'm right.
and we're talking pink. Hey,
Hey
Pinkies.
guys, welcome back to Talking Pink. I'm your girl Rachel.
And I am happy. I
Yay.
am beautiful. I am strong. I am
Affirmations.
powerful. I am confident. I am amazing. And I'm the shit. Just like my shirt said.
Period. Period.
So,
So,
I had a little a little incident.
oh,
And this just happened today.
oh shit.
And that's about my shirt. So I wore my t-shirt to the grocery store. It's comfortable
to the
enough.
what?
To the grocery store. The grocery store.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank
Okay,
you.
great.
All right. So, and I was approached by a man.
Oh
A
shit.
strong-looking black man.
Oh, okay.
Tall, dark, and handsome
Uh-huh.
with a mask on.
Oh, that's good.
And and he said, "Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me." I said, And he said, "I just want you to know, you can take that bottom part off your shirt, cause I think women are more than that. You're better than that. Not that you're more than that." And I was like, if I wasn't so hungry, I would engage with you. But I came to the grocery store to get food because I'm starving right now. But as I was shopping, I was thinking, what the fuck did he mean when he said that?
That women are more than just the shit?
Yeah, but the way he started off could have been different. Like if we are more than that, he could have said,
I think
you're beautiful.
Okay.
I think you're strong.
intelligent. Right.
You don't need to have that on your shirt to say that.
Okay.
And also, he could have said, well, he could have understood what the shit means.
Exactly.
Every black person know what the shit is.
Okay.
And so I was like conflicted. I was like, okay, let me bring this to my girl Rachel and see what she think about that encounter, that interaction. What's your take?
I want to know what he looked like.
He was handsome.
What that mean?
He looked like he had a long arm.
I saw. Oh, okay.
Okay.
I would have engaged.
Thank you.
So here's my thing. I would have said, elaborate. What am I then? What are we then? But you be hungry and sleepy, and those be the only two things in yo. That's it.
Tunnel vision.
So I would have asked him to elaborate. If we're just more than this, first of all, don't tell me what the fuck to do. That's where you started off wrong. I think you should mind your motherfucking business. Is what I think you should do. Carry on.
So you would have went. You could have gone either way.
It could have went any type of way. It just depends on how much time I had and if I really wanted to engage with what the fuck he was saying. But I would have said, elaborate. What are we then? If we are more than, don't tell me what the fuck to cut off my shirt though. You could have said ... and then had a
put your
long
own
list
a little
of
blank.
things wear your shirt that say women are what the fuck you want to say, and then carry the fuck on. Right. I would have. It just could have went any type of way.
Okay, so
With me.
I just wanted to bring that to you, ma'am, to see what you would have done in that situation.
How you know what a man, if he looked like he got a long arm, and I was like, what that look like? Because I've been very confused. I done thought I've been with some who I thought.
Well, I wanted to give you a description because to me that's what it could have been.
You just tried to pull me in right there.
Yeah. That was engaging.
say that.
You can like, subscribe, share to that. Yeah, that's Talking Pink. Okay.
.com.
All right.
Yeah.
So what did you have going on this week?
A lot of lies, a lot of confusion. I still don't understand why this individual is still trying to communicate. You know where I'm going. There's been an individual for years who's been trying to communicate with me, and I don't understand why you're still trying to communicate.
The Pinkies know who they.
Well, obviously, you know that I am doing something else in my life. I don't have time for these fucking shenanigans. And still, 5 years fucking in, you still trying to communicate with me.
And it's amazing, like, you can put so much energy into this and not into himself or his family. How stupid is that?
How stupid
That's
is that?
That's the definition of a fuckboy, Pinkies.
It is.
Do not engage with fuckboys.
And
they will fuck your life
period.
up.
This is what brings me to this other point. So I got to a point, we had been in a relationship, obviously, and then I got pregnant, right? So I'm thinking in the back of my head, oh my God, this is too much. I don't want to deal with this individual for the rest of my life. I contemplated terminating my pregnancy. My sister was like, bitch, please. I mean, she doesn't curse, so she didn't say bitch. But it took me so many years later to think, why do women automatically go to, let me just terminate this pregnancy so I don't have to deal with this motherfucker, opposed to stop fucking with the motherfucker? There have been plenty of times where I could have just walked away from the situation, from the relationship, period.
You can change your number too.
I could, I'm not doing that. I had to learn for 20 years. But the point is, why would I contemplate terminating a whole life than to not even get to that place?
That life.
Stop fucking with you. I could have stopped fucking with this person way before we got to the point to where we created another human being together.
Because you saw the signs.
I saw the signs, but I was like, yeah, I can change that.
She ran the red light.
I was literally trying to create another individual out of this motherfucker. It's like you got some dough. You see what the dough is when you pull it out. It's whatever
the same
it is.
dough.
It's this form. Well, I can change it and create it and turn it into something.
Not.
I wasted my time. And don't get me wrong, it did get to a point to where he did eventually find a good job, find this and find that. But it's just like, it took so long. And then,
that's not unusual for men.
But why does it take so long? Why do I have to fucking cheer you on? Nobody's standing behind me cheering me on. Yay, you got a job, you can do it.
And that's why women are the shit.
Exactly. But it was annoying. It was annoying as fuck to me. So I'm thinking all these years later, how dumb can you fucking be? You would rather terminate a whole life than to just stop fucking with a person. I just want women to wake up. Stop doing this dumb shit. Because women literally do this. And then now we got this fucking law in place. Like, what is this law about? Who made this law up?
The
one on the skateboard? Like, who did this? Who said this shit? And how did it come to pass? Who was like, yep, I'm gonna pass that. I'm on board with that. I agree. Paddles up. I'm with it. Like why?
Well, we're gonna talk about that. Okay. But before we do, because I have a beautiful woman here who I'm sure wants to engage in, and give her opinion on that particular topic. Pinkies.
Come on.
We have a beautiful guest here today.
We do.
An all-natural, all-knowing, beautiful black woman.
All
this is
sexy ass.
Thick ass.
Yes.
Vegan.
Hello, everyone.
Pinkies.
Yes, our pinkies. Welcome to TALKinPINk.
Can you tell our pinkies a little bit about yourself, TJ?
Well, I am thick ass vegan. TJ, if you want to know me on the streets.
But don't come up, don't approach
Don't
up.
invite people too hard. You fall on that thick ass.
Look, give me 50 feet. You can give everybody else 6.
Instagram. Been vegan for about 5 years now. Best decision I've ever made. It helped me just clear my mind. I just feel great physically, mentally, spiritually, just everything. So it was like one of the best decisions. I'd encourage everyone to try it out, to see if it can benefit you in any kind of way. We had CMOS lady come by. She educated us on
she educated us 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Thank you for taking the time out.
You're welcome. Gifts, all gifts.
But hey, she gave us CMOS. She educated us, and it's a lot of the things all the benefits that is in CMOS is in veganism. So I also encourage everyone to try it out once a week, twice a week.
What is your why? Why did you go vegan?
Why I went vegan was because I just got tired of being sluggish. This may be TMI. I'm not sure how.
Nope. Go ahead, say it.
But TMI, my periods were like really heavy, painful. So I just got tired of it. And I just wanted to know. I didn't want to put any medication, surgeries, or anything else in my body. So I just wanted to just find another way. So I just slowly but surely started eliminating things out of my diet, and then I realized that it was the food.
Right.
Because the common denominator of all illnesses, we all got to eat. So it's the food.
Correct.
So slowly but surely, once I started eliminating things out of my diet, my periods got lighter. I didn't have any more bad PMS, and my skin cleared. Of course, you get occasional breakouts here and there, but for the most part, I feel better, and I would never go back. Never.
Wow.
So, testimony. I have been contemplating of making the change.
Okay.
My pinkies know that I work out almost all the time.
That's good.
But I struggle with food. That is like my
Addiction.
my vice. And that's what I go to when I'm feeling bad, when I'm feeling good. It don't matter how I'm feeling. I want me some fajitas and a margarita.
Okay.
And and I've been trying to change that. My family and I, we've tried. We went as long as 3 weeks
Without meat?
without meat.
Okay, that's pretty good.
But then we got lazy, stopped cooking, and hey, can you pick up?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we fall off.
Okay.
So
I would suggest in that situation, right now they have like a lot of vegan options as far as fast, more than they did 5 years ago. So I would suggest that. And also they have like vegan meat now, Beyond Meat. They have vegan cheese now. So whatever you would normally cook and eat, you can still do it because they have so many options now. Because whenever I started, I was struggling. Like I was struggling big time.
But do you do these things? Do you do the Beyond Meat?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. I do Beyond Meat. I don't do Impossible because Impossible has soy. And me personally, I just don't think black people are supposed to have like a lot of soy in us like that. So Beyond Meat doesn't have any soy, but I do that. I do the vegan cheeses. I make my own cheese out of cashews. So I don't eat anything that's animal at all. Like even fish, I don't do none of that. No. I think the only thing that I would miss is salmon, but other than that, I don't miss anything else.
Right. So I am a pescatarian.
Okay.
When I started working out with keto, going to the gym, our trainer said 2 weeks, only greens.
Okay.
And water. So I was working out, greens and water. I lost 11 pounds.
Oh, yeah.
You're right. I felt incredible. I had super energy. My skin was glowing. And I didn't have the sluggish
The
feeling
fog, too.
Yes.
It's like you have clarity.
I had clarity and it felt so great. But then it was getting harder and harder to find things. I would just pick all the green vegetables that I knew, and I'm just like, this is okay. I don't know. It's boring, and I don't know how to do anything else. I see that you like to cook, though.
Yes.
Okay, so what do you suggest to people who do not like to cook?
Okay. Don't like to cook. I mean, because there's vegan junk food. You have some bean chips here and there and stuff, and popcorn and stuff. So, I'm trying to think, and they have vegan pizzas, where you can just pop in the oven as well. They have vegan microwave foods and stuff too.
But do you eat frozen?
Me personally, I try to stay away from it, but I'll indulge every now and then. If I don't feel like cooking, I'll just pop a Angie's vegan pizza in the oven and just do it that way. I mean, I'm not going to be like a pita. I'm not going to be like that.
Right.
Where I'm outrageous or I'm not going to just go overboard because
Right.
I'm still human at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But I try my best to stay away from frozen stuff and just try to do fresh. But if I have to, I'm not going to what's the word I'm looking for? I'm not going to stop myself from, helping myself out if I'm lazy for one night. No.
Do you do shakes at all?
I do protein shakes and I do meal replacement shakes sometimes too if I'm just on the go. Garden of Life is a really good brand for vitamins, shakes. Their skin vitamins are like really dope. So I suggest everybody, if you're going on vegan diets, definitely you need a good vitamin. Definitely.
Okay, good. Because I want to start doing these shakes.
Okay.
So I bought this powder. I beet powder and Vega. I don't know
Vega or
the
Vega,
protein.
Vega, yeah.
And then I brought a blender last night. I don't even, I feel like I don't even know what I'm doing actually. I feel like I have, you know,
I
I'm
told
tired
her
of
to get on Pinterest.
Pinterest
Pinterest is
I'm trying to stop
I want my
talking
money
about
back.
it, and I'm just trying to do it. So I bought these things, and then I bought a blender, and I'm like, now what the fuck do I do? Like I feel like I'm a little bit anxious because I got all the stuff, but I don't
Yeah, you don't know what to do.
with it.
Yeah. I would well, the vegan shakes, I think they're good on their own, actually, just almond milk. You can do some almond milk, some blueberries. This is my go-to. Almond milk, blueberries, some kale powder, bananas, and I put like a little almond butter in there, and just what else? I'm missing something else. Blueberries, almond milk, kale powder, that takes care of my greens, and then and what else? Oh, and bananas and the almond butter, and just scoop that in there, and then that's my shake right there. I just try to keep it simple.
That sound good, though.
It's really good.
Sounds simple, but it's like I'm afraid that it's not gonna taste great.
And you know what? That's
Didn't we
that's the problem with veganism, though. It's
affirmations.
hard.
Yeah.
Affirmations.
Yeah.
I am strong. I am.
Kind of.
I am healthy. I am wealthy.
It's just
Yes.
about doing it. Because at first, I was so afraid of doing any vegan like recipes until I actually did it. I'm like, oh, this is not that bad.
So is your mac and cheese really?
Oh, it's
shit?
bomb. It's bomb.
I wish you would have brought some.
I would make y'all some.
Because-
for real.
Yes.
I was
Nothing's
just
messing with
looking
mine.
at your Instagram, and I was like, oh, that shit look good. Oh, that shit look good. Oh, that shit look. And I'm just like, this is kind of
that's
fucked up.
Instagram.
Like, but it's just like I don't have. I feel like I don't have the time or the energy to create.
You
these
do.
things.
I feel like it's more or less it's
How long does it take
intimidating.
you to make
At first it took me a while because you have to measure out stuff, and it's your first time making it. So,
Yeah.
But as you get used to it, you be like, this is not. I know stuff, but like I know how to measure stuff like by my memory.
Right.
But I think the hardest part for vegans is just doing it. Like if you see a recipe, just try it because it's not as hard as it looks like
That's
on
what my daughter
paper.
said. She was like, Mom. Just calm
Just
down.
do it. Because I used to be like, oh my God, all these steps.
Yes.
I got to buy all this stuff.
Yes.
Like, no, I don't want to do this.
When
Get
you
that
first when you
nutritional
first
yeast
made the
from it?
macaroni and cheese, like how did you feel? Because it's no dairy. Like I'm used to macaroni and cheese, people getting these big blocks of cheese and then the milk.
The
And I don't
eggs,
I don't
butter.
drink milk at all.
Yeah.
I drink only
Almond
almond milk. So the almond milk is like when I see everybody use, I'm like, oh great, well I have that part down. But it's just
Yeah.
like, what about all the rest of this shit?
It's so I use cashews as my base, and then I do almond milk, nutritional yeast, and I just season it with garlic, onion powder, even paprika.
Do you put carrots in there to give it the yellow color?
Honestly, the nutritional yeast does that. So I
okay.
don't do carrots. I mean, you can if you have a nut allergy, but I mean, I don't do carrots. I'm too lazy for that.
Yeah.
Like no, I'd rather soak my cashews and keep it moving. Like no, But cheese is actually really easy, so you'll like it.
So back to the abortion law that we just indoctrinated in the state of Texas. Rachel expressed her concerns about it somewhat. What do you feel about it, TJ?
Me personally, I feel like, as I stated, I tell this to everyone: I feel like if you have a dick, you should not be talking. You should not be making any rules for a woman because you don't have babies.
Correct.
You're not in that position to
Exactly.
make any rules, regulations on a woman's body. If you're pro-life, cool. If you're not pro-life, that's fine too.
Right.
Like, everybody has their own reasons
Right.
as to why they want to terminate or keep a child.
Correct.
So I just feel like men should just stay out of it, and it's majority men making these laws.
Correct.
So I just feel like it's just not right. And I feel like 6 weeks, I mean, a lot of people don't even know that they're pregnant.
yeah.
Correct.
So
I
it's
didn't
like-
find out until after 6 weeks, and on both of my pregnancies, actually.
That's
when
on
it really
purpose.
started
Exactly.
to hit me that, oh, shit.
Exactly. So pretty much in Texas, I mean, if y'all hear raw dogging, you might as well. It's gonna be
Save
gonna
up.
be scary for you.
Get that
Yes.
savings account.
Get your savings account and your get it.
But it's
filled
like,
up.
okay, if we're keeping all these babies, where the fuck are they gonna go? Because
that's
if
my issue.
If I can't already, take care of myself barely, or take care of the family that I already have, or this baby came out of, wherever. What am I gonna? And I cannot terminate at this point. What am I gonna do with this child now?
CPS.
But that's
Am I
my
dropping this off
issue.
at the fire station? And then what's going to happen with all these babies that are at the fire station?
So my
CPS can't house kids. We don't have a orphanage here.
This is my thing. This is how I've worked with kids who came out of CPS. They aged out. My stance on the law is like there is a specific group of people this law is made for, and it ain't us. It ain't us black women, because 9 times out of 10, black women gonna keep and we gonna take care.
We ain't gonna be happy about it all the time, though. Let's not.
We know that, okay?
Okay.
We know, because we ain't happy all the time. So this is for a group of people who are being eliminated by nature. And those people are white people. This law was made by white people, white men who have subjected their spouses, their partners, whoever they are, understanding that, hey, we need to repopulate or we are going to die out. Because we just found out a few weeks ago that the white population is only 23% in the state of Texas. Texas is the second largest state in the United States.
That makes
Okay.
sense.
And so if we got to do what we got to do, is pretty much where they are.
Well,
That
keep
ma- that
them
actually-
motherfuckers.
that actually makes
can't,
sense.
That can't go for everybody, though.
It don't matter.
But they can't discriminate either.
Yeah.
So that's
They've
why
been discriminating against all these other races for all these
They
years.
have to do it subliminally, okay? They just can't outright do it.
Exactly.
So they got to
makes
keep
sense.
some kind of charisma or cool or whatever, to make us believe it's for everybody.
Right.
So I mean that's just
So this
that's
is
what
the one thing you start with?
What do you mean?
Is
Yes.
Is
This is the
not
one-
killing these
I asked you to keep the baby and you said no. So now I gotta go and tell people that you're not trying to recreate or procreate, and I gotta get everybody else on board to make you say
But
yes.
not only that, it's creating snitches. Like, I mean,
I
like
mean-
Ubers, drivers, they can snitch now, and your mom can
What
snitch
you
on
mean?
you.
I need you to drop me off
There's
at the
in the
Wendy's.
law.
Yeah.
In the law, if an Uber driver or just regular vigilante,
Oh, yeah.
they can sue you. They can take you to court and sue you.
If I tell
If
you
I
to
want
drop
to,
me off
yes, they
at an
that's-
abortion clinic,
That person can get in trouble for dropping you off, and then whoever can snitch on you to do that, and they can sue you. I guess for what? I don't even know why.
Because all I got is just
That's
$300 for
ridiculous.
this abortion, so I don't know what you're suing me for.
That's ridiculous. I'm like, why are you suing me for my body, for my choice? Like, what? Is it hurting you? It's not even
you know
hurting
what?
you.
Drop me off at this gas station. I'm gonna walk the rest of the way.
Yeah, drop me off at the Wendy's. I'm going to Wendy's. I'm going to Wendy's.
Like I keep dropping these women off at Wendy's, and it's an abortion clinic like right across the street. Does that?
I'm going to Wendy's. I'm
Exactly.
going to get me a burger and then I'm going to stop somewhere else.
This is just so wild. Like, it's just creating just too much, and it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't think about it your way. Like, it makes perfect sense. It's
Right.
just that they just doing it subliminally, like you said. But
Right.
it's just still like, I just don't like any of this. Like,
Do
this
you
is
have any
ridiculous.
kids?
No.
Do you want any kids?
I want kids,
Oh,
but not
why?
right now.
Why do women always say, I want kids?
Yeah, why?
I want
That's
one,
so-
one, two
I always
max.
ask our guests who have kids or don't have kids, and when they say yes, ask why.
I would say just to, an extension of yourself, to
Yeah.
extension here on earth when you're not here. That's what I would
Legacy,
say.
yeah.
Legacy, something like that.
All of us don't have legacies though.
We create them.
pass on.
I mean, I don't. I know my family doesn't, but, I want to create something so that way it can,
I mean,
be
what I'm
passed
saying
down.
is what you say sounds so beautiful, but it's a whole bunch of people out here
Oh,
who
yeah.
don't have no motherfucking legacy.
But I feel like everyone can create their own.
Yeah.
You're here on earth, you're here for a reason.
Right.
So I feel like you can create your own type of legacy, if you don't have family like that, because I know my family, we're all over the place and I don't really talk to my family much. So I want to, create my own, my own legacy, my own stuff, so that way whenever I do
Man.
am ready to have kids.
Yeah, I know. what
They'll
you
be
mean.
here and they'll, know, okay, this is how my mom did
Right.
it, and be able to pass it because I didn't have that.
Right.
So that's what I hope.
My daddy made sure his legacy lived on.
I'm assuming it's bad.
she got a lot of siblings.
Oh, okay, all
I
right.
got a
That's
lot,
how
I
my
got a
grandpa was. He stopped counting after like the 6th child. He was like, my mom passed away. So when we were doing the obituary, he's like, cut it off at 6. I was like, wait. I was like, so it was like one brother that was like, you know, on the like right there.
Yeah.
He wanted to be in the on the obituary.
Damn.
He was just like, nope,
Like,
cut it off right there. I was like, wow, you can't do
Before-
that.
Yeah, you know what? Because
capacity.
no,
We took
but
capacity.
they count words. You can only, those things cost money.
But still, he's coming to the
they do.
funeral. Like, you can't just
He's
cut
like,
him
oh
off.
shit, there he go. He's here. He's here.
Write them down.
I
Write
said
them
he wasn't gonna show up.
I felt so bad for him. I was like, oh my God, like you really wasn't
Imagine
supposed to be on the
opening up that
obituary.
thing and it's like,
Where am I?
You give him the one where somebody wrote his
name
name.
Everybody
Yeah.
else, he just was not claiming them on that obituary. I'm like, fam, you cannot do that. Like, you can't. You did this. It was
And it-
look, it's what he
And
wanted.
then, you know what? And it's sad that that's the mindset of our elders.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I would want my children to know almost everything about me.
Almost.
I say
All
almost.
I gotta do is like, share, and subscribe, and they can see what the fuck their mother is right here. Listen, I can't say that my kids. You know, we got a couple of more subscribers this week. I can't say this. Those ain't our kids. They're very, you know,
Very
computer savvy. So
into technology, yes.
they're telling me, you know, what's going on. My daughter's showing me all the time how to use my phone. Mom, you can do this, and she was like, "You're so." I overdo whatever the fuck she shows
But
me.
see, they
and
have
then she said,
these
"You're so
sponges up
childish."
here. They got sponges up here. Any information, anything that's out there, they can absorb
Yeah,
that.
they can.
And they can keep that. But we got so much shit in our head already. that,
Exactly.
we can't
the trauma
take no
that
more.
we're trying to move over to absorb some new shit.
But well, back to what I was saying. Like, you know, I would appreciate it if my mom, my parents told me the truth.
Right. Exactly.
And that's what I want to tell my children. I
Right.
tell my daughter, you know, little stuff here and there about, you know, how it was when
Yep.
I was growing up.
Yep.
Like, hey, you know, I did this and this is what happened. These were
Yep.
the consequences that I had to endure. But I just need somebody. I wish I'd had that when I was growing up, because I could have stopped a whole lot of dumb shit.
Same.
I grew up with my
Yeah.
grandmother, and they just didn't believe. I guess she didn't believe in talking to us about
They
sex.
did, yeah.
About
About
anything.
anything.
But that's
I'm like, huh?
That's any elders. They literally try to shelter you from
Just
any
keep you
fucking
safe.
thing. But I did have people that told me, if you want to have a conversation, you come.
Yeah.
So I want to be that same thing for my own kids. And I feel like if they're old enough to ask me a question, please be old enough to receive this answer that I'm about to give
Exactly.
you. And all the answers that I have, they're not, you know, 100%, you know, it's just the dumb shit that I've experienced. So these answers that I give to them. So I'm sorry that I'm crazy as fuck, but it is what it is.
Oh, but we need that though. We need
Yeah.
just true honesty. Doesn't matter how ugly it is.
Right.
Just the truth. Because
Exactly.
I get, man, whenever I was coming up, I got tired of being lied to or not told everything.
Because I told you to. You know, you
Yeah,
say
like,
something.
I'm
do
like,
it
huh?
because I told you to.
Exactly. That's
it
not
didn't
what
even
you
make
told me.
sense.
That don't make sense. And then I said what I said. Okay. I ain't answering them.
Like, I heard what
Nothing
you
else.
said, but I don't understand it. I'm
It doesn't
sorry.
make sense.
So
Like,
now I'm going to go find out what the other.
And that's the thing that
I'm gonna
we
explore.
shouldn't want, is because we ended up going to ask our peers,
Yep.
who again don't know shit,
Exactly.
you know, who were lied to.
I followed all my friends pretty much, you know, because I didn't have any really guidance. Of course, I had my own mind, but as far as like boys, sex, and everything, I learned that like by talking to my friends and everything, because my grandmother did not believe in that. Did not
Exactly.
believe in talking to me about
I wonder
any of
what
that.
they thought they were protecting us
I have
from
no
by
clue.
not saying
Because she was
anything.
popping pussy at 15, so I don't understand.
Oh, your grandma's pussy like
I
this.
don't understand because I was like, "What?" So you could have told me a lot of stuff. So I
Exactly.
mean, what were you hiding for? So
I don't-
'Cause
I know.
My
It's-
grandmother had 8 kids and 4 baby daddies. So
Never made the same mistake twice.
she did.
Or
She was.
times. I don't know how many of them.
I know my grandmother's here. She's always with me.
Don't start that shit.
She be playing with me
Don't start that shit.
in my sleep,
Hold on.
and
If I go,
she.
don't start that shit.
I talk to her. I really do.
Okay, I believe that. Okay.
Yeah, were you
But-
close to her?
Yes.
Okay.
I am like the splitting image of my grandmother. At her funeral, people were like, "Wow."
Did that freak you out?
It didn't freak me out, but it did everybody else.
Oh, so you was scaring motherfuckers.
So pretty much, I was like the ghost of grandma passed.
They were
But
like, oh shit, Burning Jane. Stay your ass over there. I love you. Yeah. Oh my God.
So I really believe that, they made their mistakes.
Yep.
And I'm understanding that now as an adult. I didn't when I was young because my grandmother knew when I was having sex. Because I go visit her and, we talk and stuff. But it wasn't really like an intimate talk. It was on the lines of, I'm going to say this and that's going to be it. And she'll be telling me, you need to stop smelling yourself.
That's their favorite word.
Hold on.
I knew what it meant.
Well, tell me what it means.
It means I need to stop being fast. How will I know if I don't smell good? But yeah, that's
you smelling yourself.
Yes. So those were my conversations, and then like 5 minutes I'll be like, okay, Grandma, I'm gonna leave now because I felt uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But
Maybe
I didn't.
They felt ashamed. Like maybe they felt ashamed for what they did, because back then there was more, I would say traditional or more, I guess. I'm not sure what
With
the
4
word.
baby daddies.
Traditional.
Well, I'm just saying, like maybe it was more, I guess.
She said the 4 baby daddies.
well, yes.
Was she married to all of them?
She married one.
There you go.
Oh, was she?
Well,
Yeah,
maybe
she
that's
married
the
one.
shame. That's the shame in that, and they just don't want to tell their dirt, so they just don't want to tell us anything because they don't want to expose themselves.
Yeah, they don't.
you know?
Well,
But
not
you got
really
all these
expose
kids,
themselves.
though. You
But I
want-
think
they
they
feel like
probably
they
don't
can't
want
figure that
you
out
to go
or
through
something.
that.
Yeah, they don't want to go live through that.
So
Go through
this is the reason why I have the conversations that I have with my kids. I don't want them to experience life the way that I experience life, and I ask them a lot of questions. And I know it annoys the fuck out of them, but I went through a lot as a child. So I'm like, hey, you good? Anybody touching you? Anybody saying something to you? Don't let nobody do that. And they're like, nobody is touching.
No, when they get older,
Nobody
they'll
is
think about that.
for
They'll be
me.
like, man, my
Nobody
mom made
is-
sure.
I don't give
I
a
know
fuck.
they're gonna
Listen,
protect
and I tell
themselves.
them that. I tell them that. Don't play with me. I don't care what somebody tell you not to tell me. You tell me. So
Because I tell them mine to like, if somebody's touching you, I don't care who it is. You
I say
scream.
anything that makes you
no,
feel
don't
uncomfortable.
touch me there.
Right.
Don't touch my
Exactly.
whatever.
It doesn't even have to be in that type of place, but anybody that you can be around somebody that makes you uncomfortable. Tell that to me. You know why? Because I'm going to make sure you're not around that person anymore. If you don't communicate these things to me, you're going to grow up. You're going to have this resentment against me like, you
should've
kept bringing me
yeah.
up. You never fucking said nothing. What you mean?
Yeah, because I tell mine, I said, look, if I can't
Anybody
see you,
that makes-
I can't protect
Boom.
you.
Exactly.
Boom.
So I need to be able to see you.
Oh, I do this shit in public, out loud. Get your ass over here.
She has no filter.
I don't. And I'm not apologetic about it because, again, we live in a world where people can snatch a motherfucker up and
Yep.
y'all are at the grocery store together.
Yep.
Like,
Amber
wait,
alerts
happens.
all the time.
all the time. So I'm like, stay over here. I cannot protect you. I cannot run after you. Stay right here where I
Yep.
can see you.
It's a lot of sick people in this.
It is. And
A
so there,
lot.
and then it's just like, nobody's gonna snatch me, Mom. Nobody's gonna do. How the fuck you know?
Yeah, they're invincible at that age. They feel like nothing can happen to them. So
Which is
until it happens.
And that's like a catch-22 or a gift and a curse. Like, you can be like all yourself
Yeah.
and not know all the harms that could possibly happen. Like you're free at that age because you don't know shit. You dumb as fuck.
Yeah.
But then, if something does or,
Right. I don't want
around
you to know something then. I don't want you
Yeah.
to protect yourself then after something happens
Yeah.
to you. My job as a parent is to protect you and to provide for you and to educate you.
Yep.
I can't do those things again if you don't communicate with me.
But
And if
I
I'm-
think too, back then, like with them, like they brushed a lot of stuff under the rug. Like,
Right.
as far as like, incest and
Correct.
child molestation
Correct.
within the family as
Exactly.
well, too.
But why would you bring me around this same person who molested you?
And that did not make sense because I had that incident happen in my family.
Exactly.
And,
Same.
And I'm just like, well, I was around this person.
Correct.
And why did you allow that to happen?
Correct.
So it just didn't make sense to me. So I verbally said, I'm like, either you're lying or you're just a fucked up person.
Right.
Because why would you bring another
And see,
child
and
around a
that's
person like that?
what we
Right.
talked about, that PTSD, ABC.
You gonna explain to our viewers what the fuck?
So she always talking about me, like I always bring up stuff like, I'm pro-black and I'm always trying to help my community before I do anything for anybody else.
Okay.
Yep.
And there's a doctor, Dr. DeGrue, who has she's done seminars, she's written books, and she talks about post-traumatic slavery syndrome.
Okay.
And it's all the things that we went through or our ancestors went through that have carried on from generation to us. Exactly.
Right.
And so the traumas that we experienced, we never healed from.
Yeah.
Correct.
I agree.
And so one of those things is having or being around somebody who mistreats children, either verbally or physically. And we have, you know, I have people in my family who've done that. I mean, I've been a product of that. And we just don't care. I'm not going to say we don't care. We don't take care in something like that.
Exactly.
Like, you don't shun that person. Like, their family, we love them, but there still has to be some type of boundary
Correct.
that person cannot cross to
Correct.
take care of. Because you got children. I mean, children are, you know, your children are having children, and those children are having children, and this person is still around. I mean, how healthy is that for anybody?
I'm sorry. I'm caught. You going underneath the jail messing with mine. I'm
Right.
sorry. I can't.
Right.
Everybody's
I don't
going.
care if you family or not.
Right.
So
Exactly.
it's very confusing when, especially because it, you know, recently in my family, it, you know, was brought out, and it just was very confusing. I'm like, I understand because that person is family. The perpetrator is a family member, but I'm sorry. I can't.
Right.
I don't look at you as family anymore
Correct.
because you done something to my loved one and to your loved one. So
Correct.
I don't see you as a perpetrator anymore.
Exactly. I had something happen to me, and I was trying to tell. So what I did as I got older, I had to be around this person again, and I would just stiffen up. And people know me as speaking my motherfucking mind.
Yeah.
So they're like, why Rachel have an attitude? Why she mad? Why she this? Why she that? And I told them why. Your brother tried to do blah, blah, blah. I was 12 years old. I can protect myself. I have a whole baby now.
Yeah.
My baby is now around this individual. You got me fucked up.
Yeah. I don't blame you.
All of y'all got me fucked up. And so,
What happened? Like, what was, when you told him that, what happened?
so because I said your brother tried to rape me at 12.
Okay.
I was at home alone with him, and he tried to rape me. And I fought, you know, even to the point where I squeezed my legs together so he couldn't press his pelvic. He was sticking his tongue down my, it was fucking disgusting. And I was just like,
That's
yeah,
so sad, man.
I ain't doing this shit.
I'm so sorry that
ever
happened to you,
again.
man.
Thank you. But I as I got older, people are like, why you mad? Why you have an attitude? Why you talking smart and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, he just tried to rape me. That's all. I'm an adult now. And so I confronted him.
Yeah.
I don't know how people can walk around a person and just like,
Act like
it's not
nothing
going to be
happened.
around. Yeah.
Yeah.
I confronted him. And I said, you know, I will never forget. And we had two very different, because obviously he didn't forget either. He was like, remember that time we was...
He tried to play it off like it wasn't.
Like, it was
I-
It was mutual. Like it was nothing.
It's like, yeah, remember that time we was... And I was just like, I was fucking 12. You're disgusting. You're a grown-ass man with fucking grown-ass kids. You're nasty. You're fucking disgusting.
That's
And he was like, you wasn't 12. You was like, it don't matter.
What?
It
Wow.
wasn't...
So he
it-
really was trying to like to reason.
Exactly. It wasn't...
Wow.
It,
That's-
and then he even shared it with his children.
What?
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh, he's sick.
I
Like,
was
he shared like the story of you two together?
Wow.
Man, I tried to get her and I couldn't get her. So, you know, I was like,
He is sick. He's sick.
I said, yeah, don't have my daughter around him. Don't have my daughter around him.
That is sad.
And then everybody was like, well, why do you have an attitude and why are you mad? I said, okay, I already told you. So now y'all must be looking at me like something is wrong with me.
Yeah.
I'm good. I know ain't shit wrong with me. I didn't place myself in that situation.
But then it comes to think like that's just you, and he got
It's
away
like
with
they're,
that.
exactly, they're used to it.
Yeah, so it probably happened to
More
other
than
people
one,
did.
and
yeah.
more than one
It
time.
did.
And
It has to.
Maybe that
It
person wasn't so lucky like
it
you.
happened to other family members.
Oh, that's so sad. That's
Yeah,
so sad.
It did. And I'm like, no, I'm good.
And my thing
that's
is
sad.
like, you know, those things happen. We try to forget, but we never do.
No, I know.
And
Part of-
how do we
that's-
heal from that?
Therapy.
There has to be a
Mine
solution.
is confronting. If I say it out loud, that means I'm confronting the situation. That means I knowingly, this is what happened to me. I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to tell you about it. And I'm going to tell you how it made me feel. I don't think, Okay, so I've never been to therapy. Let me just say this.
Okay.
I know there's a lot of
She
trauma.
will be.
I will be going, but there's a lot of trauma that is in me that I know if I say it out loud, it makes it true. There's a lot of things that I haven't confronted within myself, within my own family.
Okay.
And I was just like, well, yeah, therapy might help, but I don't know because I
It
never
will.
did it
I
before.
promise
So
you
I
it
just
will
feel
help.
like if I just close my mouth, if I just try to move on, I feel like I even have a brain that protects me. My memory is
does.
not the same anymore because it's like, yeah, we're not going to remember that.
It does. It does. Your brain does protect you, but honestly, I started therapy maybe like 2 or 3 years ago, and it helped so much. Just getting everything out that I've kept bundled inside. I've went through a lot of childhood traumas myself, and not understanding my traumas, it carried over into my relationships with friends, family, boyfriends, and just relationships in general.
Yeah.
Like that stuff does carry on. So just by talking to someone, understanding it, just even understanding your life, because I had a point where I was like, I don't even know my purpose is here sometimes.
Same.
Where I'm just like, I don't know what I'm doing here.
Same.
And I spoke to a therapist, and she broke everything down for me, and just why am I feeling that way? Now, don't get me wrong, it took me to get a few therapists to get to her, because not all therapists are
Correct.
are
Yeah,
good. I
that's
remember, and not trying to discount my people, but I went to a black dude, and it was kind of weird because it's kind of like, suck it up, nigga. Like that's how I felt. That's how I felt. I was just like, damn, like you not going under.
You sound like the other podcast.
Yeah. That's how I felt whenever I was talking to him. I'm like,
Yeah.
God damn, so you're not going to understand. I started crying. He just looking like, what the fuck is wrong with this bitch?
Was
Like,
he in
that's-
training or something?
I don't know, but I felt so weird. And then the white lady, everything's just like tragic to her. Like, oh my God, your
So
dad
she
wasn't
felt-
in your life. Like, it was just overboard. It was just overboard. Like I felt it was kind of borderline racist in a way, because it's just like, fam, like, I mean,
see that all of that.
I need,
that was weird.
I need to get it out. No,
Yeah,
you
I'm
don't need
like,
to be expressing anything.
exactly. You don't need you to cry with me or
Right.
share an Oprah moment with me. Like, no, just calm down. So that, and then I went to this, I think it was like a Hispanic guy, and he wanted to talk about his relationship. I'm like, I don't want to talk about your
It's
woman
not about
issue.
you. I'm paying you.
Exactly.
You listen. I speak.
He was like, so for example, I took this girl out. I'm like, what? I don't want to hear that. So, and then I got to this lady. She was Middle Eastern, dope as hell, just real as hell. Like she was just real honest, and I felt a connection with her. And I'll just text her like, hey, I need to talk. And she's always down to talk. She's just more my speed, and
Correct.
she wasn't trying to insert herself. She just more or less just listening what I was going through. But yeah, you're gonna go through some probably. Hopefully, you don't have to go through that many, but it was a few, and I was just like, oh my God.
Yeah,
Like,
it takes.
Well, until then, we're gonna go to a break, and we'll be right back.
I'm gonna go potty.
okay.
Like, share, subscribe, rate they mates, plates, Talking Pink. Follow us on all social sites. Chia on Twitter, Pink. On Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Donate to our Patreon.
There you go.
Fucking donate, okay? Stop fucking inboxing, bitches. Just fucking subscribe and
wanna
fucking
mate?
donate. You want to mate? Fucking donate, okay? So we can get this pussy.
Welcome
We're
back,
still on
Pinky.
trauma. Now, when we left off, I was saying that, well, you were having a conversation, and
Wait, I wanna start off with something uplifting on this second
Oh,
half.
okay.
Pinkies.
Well, I'm gonna go one day.
I just wanted to let y'all know or
Made
remind
it to
you.
the restroom,
Yeah, I made it, and I made it back safely. Thank you.
You pee on yourself or something?
girl.
Okay. I had to ask. I'm
You know,
sorry.
the water jug.
Okay.
I just want to say happy anniversary to my co-host Rachel.
Happy anniversary!
September 13th is when we started our studio.
Exactly. Say that.
So this is the studio version
Studio
of
version
Talking
of
Pink.
right.
You know, because we started in the basement,
Basement,
you know.
Right.
So, you know,
Of a 14 bedroom, 16 bath home, beautiful in a beautiful neighborhood, but you know,
not suitable for this type of shit.
yeah.
So I just want to say, you know, big ups to us.
Congratulations.
Talking Pink.
Happy anniversary,
Yes.
boo! I didn't even wear a bra for this occasion.
She's out there, y'all.
Ew.
In them streets, loose. Shake it like a salt shaker. Shake it like a salt shaker. Put a table talk.
Yeah.
What is it? Titties on the
Titties
table.
I got a couple things up in the
movie?
movie. No.
No.
That's
no.
fine.
That was
If
on a
somebody, Black Hand, you heard that? She said that. Did that come in the movie? No.
No.
We gonna
Not yet.
Like some movie stuff. That's
Yes.
That's a porn
I
video.
love to make movies, but
Coming in 2022.
coming.
CUM
Coming.
to a theater near you.
No.
But yeah, we made it 2 years.
Hey, you remember those days?
I do.
I remember those days. I remember being excited about Friday because Friday was the days that we went to go record in a studio. And I just remember being so excited because this is the time that we got to get a break.
Yeah.
We would work the entire week. We have families. We would fly over there and we would drink. We would talk. We would have fun. We would have guests. And it was exciting. It was really, really fun. And, you know, here we are today in our own studio.
OWN. Not
Exactly.
Oprah,
The
Not Oprah.
growth. Like my hair. I had a fade back then. And so look at me 2 years later. You know what I'm saying? Look at that.
So what
Let me show
made
y'all.
y'all like start want to do the podcast? Like, is it something that you guys just felt like, I guess something was a void in the podcast world as far as like your voices?
No, we just would always have conversations. And we started this years ago. I want to say 4 or 5 years ago. 5 years ago?
It's been 4.
You sure?
No.
Because Shorty was 2. She's 7. So 5 years ago, we were just having conversations at lunch. And so,
And we
know,
worked together.
And we worked together. And it was us and another young lady.
Okay.
And Black Hand was like, you know what? Why don't we just roll this into a podcast? Because the conversations that you ladies are having are conversations that a lot of women and people in general are having. And maybe somebody's not having these conversations back at them. Or maybe you guys can say something and it's like, yeah, I was thinking that, but I couldn't say it out loud.
Yeah.
But and it was never serious with us. It was always
Ever.
fun.
It was
and
always
funny, and because we think we low key comedians over here.
I don't think I'm fine.
But that's when things come together, when it's just fun and it's organic. So,
Exactly. And this many years later, you know, one of our members obviously is not here. And that happened before we got to studio life. But again, we just were like, well, you know what? This
We
is
just
how
grew
it's
by 2.
How it's meant
right.
to be.
This is
Or
how it's
grew
meant
as
to do.
2.
It's how it's meant to be. So here
So-
we are. And
And
we
also, I
going
want
strong.
to say, hey, this women are shit. Women
We
are
not
the shit.
Okay, yeah, say that.
Women are
She
the
did say that.
THE. Sometimes we can be shitty, okay? Sometimes, you know, you get what you get when you get it, okay? It's coming from our website, TALKinPINk.com.
Yeah.
Go buy some merchandise.
Okay, so nobody can see what you.
I think the mic.
So
is the
you could
mic?
just move
Okay.
the mic.
Okay, I was like, this is the mic covering?
Exactly. Exactly. Are you also wearing the tights?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. I forgot about
She's
she's-
also
she's
wearing the
plugging
tights.
everything
It
today.
says, "Woman or dog."
No, downward dog.
Oh, okay.
She said women are
I
dogs.
go from being the shit to downward.
Exactly. Warrior. Okay, move the arrow. Is there a W in that?
Where's the W?
Is it an arrow? Okay. See, that's a man.
Hey,
That's why women are the
God,
shit. She
that's all
caught
it is
that.
shit. I caught that shit.
She caught that. So yeah, go check out our website, get some merchandise. Always like, share, subscribe to TALKinPINk.com. We have a Cash App. We got a TikTok.
That's your TikTok.
That's my TikTok. That's our dance. Because they chop it up. I don't know. My daughter gonna teach us. Them girls gonna teach us some fucking dances. We gonna get into this.
I have not been able to get into one.
You haven't?
No, like they do all this stuff and
I'm
It
not
be looking
gonna
so
lie.
cute.
but I know it won't look good when I do it.
I'm like, how you have time to remember all of that?
Exactly.
That too.
I would have to be looking at the video.
And then you be like,
Yeah,
Am
see,
I doing
I
it
would
right?
tell on myself. It just wouldn't turn out right. It wouldn't turn out.
that's all right. We gonna get it together.
Top of our videos, put it on TikTok, keep it moving. Yeah.
But any hoozle, continue, ma'am.
But you also have a podcast.
Yes.
What is your podcast?
Thick Ass Vegan Podcast. Pretty much, I'm the only vegan on there. I'm
Okay.
trying to have some more vegans. On
Exactly.
So are you trying to convert? Why?
Yeah, are you that type of vegan
convert.
where you're like, oh my God, you're eating, I smell it, oh, it's making me sick.
No, I'm
You're
not that type of vegan. No, I'll let you do whatever you want. If you want to come in here with a 2-piece, you
Right.
can go right on the head.
Right.
I don't care.
Right.
I'm more or less, hey, if you ask me, if you solicit my input, I will go ahead and tell you what I
Right.
think. But if you want to eat your chicken wings, go right on ahead. Like,
Right.
I don't care. But my podcast is pretty much consists of, I give you a vegan tip of the day, but it's more or less, conversations like this where, we're talking about current events, talking about, just our personal lives and, what we're dealing with and
Right.
things like that. So I just felt, and the same way with you guys, just wanted to, put my voice out there, and I felt like there was some conversations that was not being had
Correct.
that I didn't hear that
Correct.
resonated with me, especially Black women in general and our age group as well. So that's why I started it, and it's fun. It's pretty cool.
What inspired the name Thick Ass Vegan?
I got tired of the misconception that vegans are stick figures.
Correct.
That they eat rabbit food, that they just, that just up and down. That's
Right.
it. And there are a lot of Black vegans in particular that don't look like that.
Correct.
And I want to say too, and this may sound racist, I don't know, but I feel like veganism has been whitewashed into where it's like the face of it is white women, and that's not the case because
That's
there's a lot of
everything.
Right.
and that's a lot. There's a lot of the Black community has contributed to veganism a lot. As far as food, spices, not spices, but recipes, everything, and a lot of
No spices.
yeah,
Sp-
spices especially,
yeah.
spices, but recipes in general, like we've contributed a lot, and I feel like we've just been kind of just, as with everything,
Right.
kind of pushed back to the back burner on, contributions to everything. So
Yeah.
but that's one reason why I chose the name Thick Ass Vegans, because I'm not a stick figure at all.
Correct.
I still have my little shade.
You do, and I want to ask a question that everyone wants to know.
No, just her. I'm
No,
pretty sure.
everyone
you're
wants to know.
I do too.
Everyone wants to know the answer to this.
Okay.
There's a photo,
Okay.
okay,
Okay.
and it says thick, and then there's an ass, and then it's vegan. Is that your ass?
That is my ass.
Girl! Oh my God!
That is
Make it
my-
clap.
That is me.
Damn!
That is me. That's-
Veganism is the shit.
And that's what I want. I want people to just know that veganism, you don't have to drop all these pounds and look like a celery. You don't have to look like that.
Right.
You can look like a normal woman, have your curves, have, beautiful hair, your skin still popping, and still eat a diet that does not consist of, dead carcasses and stuff, and, and be healthy and be happy.
How does your family feel about that? Is your family?
Oh,
like,
they make fun of me
my
all the time.
God, here
They
comes
make
this.
fun of me all the time. Like, oh, girl, we don't got no salad over here for you. They
Always.
They
Oh,
automatically
sure.
assume salad. I'm like, I don't want to eat that anyway.
Exactly.
Like, what are you talking about?
I'm glad.
I'm glad. I can salad
Right,
anyway.
I'm a pescatarian, so I just eat vegetables, bullshit, and seafood. Now, the reason why I say bullshit is because I eat a lot of bullshit.
The same,
But I
very
don't
junk
eat
food
meat.
here.
So people, when they're like, "Oh, she's a vegetarian. She's a vegan." No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. And I say, look at me. Do I look like I'm missing anything? Like I'm not.
It's a misconception. Like, they think that
Like you
vegetarians
said,
and
the picture
pescatarians
is
is exactly like white women, pretty much. That's where we automatically bring our minds to when we think of vegetarian veganism.
Right.
We think of white women, and that's not the case.
I've never thought of a white woman when I think of vegetarian and veganism.
I mean, but no, I'm just saying, like, in general, like, you would think, like, okay, that's like white people shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I do have a girlfriend who thinks like that. She was like, I got a girlfriend and she, you know, this bitch is a vegetarian, but she's fat. She's like, she's a fat vegetarian. Like, where they at? Like, and I just keep saying I'm not missing anything. But if this is what veganism looks like, I'm on my way. I have
give it a try.
I mean, and I don't mind trying it. And especially if she's going to do it, I know she's going to keep me motivated. She's going to stay on my ass. And this is something we're going to do together. But I have about 20 pounds of belly fat. And it's just like
you'll drop that quick.
It's like, but it's,
she's
it's
concerned about the
heavy.
skin.
I'm concerned about the skin. Like, where is it going to go? Because I'm not a very active person.
Gotcha.
I have a nerve condition. I'm naturally a tired person, and I have a nerve condition. I take medication that also keeps me tired. So it's like, when am I gonna have the time to exercise? To really move this fat? And I keep telling them I want to go under the knife. I just want to get rid of it. And, you know, I feel like it's not cheating if I do that because...
I don't have no problems with anybody going underneath the knife. I just feel like, don't act like you've been in the gym, though. I don't like that.
I will probably lie and say that, though.
People get BBLs and they just go
I will probably lie and say, I'm like, man, y'all know I'm a vegan now, and I'll be working out. They're going to see this text.
You went to
Dr. You know the worst thing I hate seeing on a video, because I'll be on my Pinterest. Okay, no more shots out the Pinterest.
Until you pay them.
Exactly. Until you pay me. And so I be seeing little bitty skinny girls doing workouts. I'm like, first of all, your form ain't even right. Second of all, you ain't even got no muscle in that area. So why the fuck is you trying to show me how to do that shit?
This is what she sees when she see people working out. Me, I feel like you don't look like me. There's no curves on your little body.
Okay.
There's nothing you can show me.
Yeah.
Okay. And I don't want to see. So my thing is, I don't want to be skinny. I've never ever in my life been skinny. So I don't want to be skinny. I don't personally find that attractive. I like thickness. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was looking at that picture. I was like, oh my god.
Stay black.
But I like curves. So for me, the only curves I want, obviously, are my breasts and my ass. And Kita's like, oh, you work out, you're going to lose that ass. And I'm like, wait a minute. You're not helping me stay motivated enough
now, if you
to
do
continue
cardio,
to work out.
You'll drop it. Like, you'll
drop my ass?
Cardio will make you drop a lot of weight.
Everything,
fast.
fat
now,
and muscle.
What I would suggest is like kind of balance your cardio with your weight training. So definitely do that, but don't just do straight cardio because you're gonna lose everything. Because I did that and I was like, oh my god, hell no, I gotta eat. I gotta eat some more to get my little.
Where your picture at? Where you lost everything?
Huh? Oh,
because it ain't on Instagram.
Well, okay. My very first picture on my thick ass vegan page, I was smaller than I was now. Like I was.
But you still had curves.
Yeah, I still had curves, but I was still small, and I was never like that. Like never. Like before I even went vegan, I was never like that. So whenever I did just a shitload of cardio, I'm like, oh hell no. I said I can't do this. So I just stopped. I did cardio once a week, like ran a mile once a week, and then just started doing my weights, and then just stick with my vegan diet, and I found what works for me. So,
because everybody is different.
Yeah, everybody is different. So, you know, what triggers your body may be different from mine. And also, I feel like veganism, too, will kind of help you kind of leave those medications alone. Because if you're feeling like you're tired all the time, I feel like maybe whatever you're eating could probably be
the trigger.
Yeah, the trigger for that. And that can kind of help you kind of wean yourself off of that medication.
Okay, cool, because I don't want to take medication.
Yeah, we're not trying to be no sucker for no pharmaceutical companies. No.
And I don't like how it makes me look and feel. I'm like...
Yeah, because she's...
And they're like, Mom, are you okay? Go sit
like
down, go lay down. I'm like... y'all need to go lay down. And I was like, oh, you so nice right now. You so nice. Are you going to sleep? Are you going to sleep, Mom? Just go lay down. Just go sit down. Oh my gosh, she watches me while I'm in the shower because I've fallen before.
Oh no.
And I don't know what contributed to me falling. So she'll be like, I'm just going to stay in here. And I'm like, girl, you ain't going to help me. I fall. We both out of there. And her sister just be on her phone or whatever. So are you in a relationship?
It's always like it's a situationship. I want to say. I want to say it's
a thing.
It's nothing like official.
I think you coined it.
Okay, hold on. But is this person also a vegan?
Nah. I mean, I'll cook for that person still, like regular stuff.
Oh, okay.
They have to
I can't cook 2 meals. I'm sorry.
They have to taste tested, but whenever, with that person, they'll try vegan food and they don't mind. I mean, I cook it to where they can eat it, like not where it's like a pinch of salt and they're like, what the fuck is this? So no, but I cook and they eat it, so they have no problems. But if they want to roll
you
through,
sound like the perfect person to be in a relationship with.
Thank you. I think so. Thank you. I think so. But hey.
Ask her.
Don't ask me that.
Ask her.
Okay, and
Ask
we would
her.
like to thank our guest today for joining us.
Yeah, what's
so
your
where can they find you if they would like to see your podcast? And like, where can they find you if they
I would say this. If any of us here is dating, it's hard because I don't, and I said this on my last podcast episode, I don't understand the lies. Like, I don't get it.
What do you mean?
Like, just
Why would somebody lie?
lie for
what?
For no reason.
Anything.
Just about anything. Like about okay, for example.
Did you leave the toilet seat up?
That's a lie, but I can deal with that one. But just like, okay, so I was talking to this guy and I was at his house and it was like a sock, like just a random sock.
Okay.
Please don't say what I think you
It was a bitch sock. It wasn't because he tried to say, oh, it was my goddaughter's sock. I'm like, this is a grown ass woman sock.
Yeah, it's a big foot.
It's a size 9 through 12.
I would wear. So it was a sock. I'm like, okay. He told me that. I'm like, all right, let that slide. And this is a guy I've just been talking to. You know, we're trying to get to know each other. And then he just moved into his place. So, I mean, and it took him a long time to figure out whose sock it was. I'm like, you just moved in here 2 weeks ago. What the hell? So it just didn't make sense. So I let that slide. And then in his restroom, you know, I'm brushing my teeth. We're just brushing our teeth. And I'm seeing, you know, he picked up toothbrush. And I'm like, okay, I thought the toothbrush on this side was his. He picked out another one on a whole nother bag. And I'm like, okay.
Is this your house?
That's how I was confused. I'm like, okay, so.
No, his house.
It's his house.
That's what I'm
He just
saying.
moved it,
That's what
yeah.
I'm saying. I'm thinking in my head, is this your house?
Yeah, and so I asked him, I'm like, oh, so who toothbrushes this is? Took him like 1 minute to come up with an answer. Like, oh, that's my goddaughter's again. I'm like, it's not like a little Disney toothbrush. It's like a grown woman toothbrush. So I'm like, okay, something ain't right. So he left, and then he can tell I was
Left
like,
you that by yourself?
No, well, yes, because he had to go to work,
Okay,
and I was
okay.
there on vacation.
Okay.
So he left, but he can tell I was kind of irritated because
Yep.
I'm just like, this, I mean,
This don't
why
make sense.
lie? I
Right.
mean, we're not like, we're just getting to know each other. Like,
Correct.
if you have a situation,
Let me
that's
know.
cool. Like, it's fine. Like,
Right.
who knows? I may still give you the pussy still.
Right,
Like, who
right,
knows?
exactly.
Like, so
That's
it's
the
just,
thing. I'm
that
just
just
thinking
it doesn't make sense. So I told him, like, you know, hey, you know, if you got a little situation, hey, it's cool, whatever, you know, just tell me. Just be open and honest. Like, I'd rather you just be honest about it.
Exactly.
And he's like, oh, no, trying to prove it. He posts this girl that's like damn near his age, talking about that's his goddaughter. I'm like, nigga, you was a goddaughter at 2? Like, what the hell? Godfather at 2? How does that happen? Like, how? So it was just so weird. I was just like, okay, whatever. And then
Like, he's going way too far to cover a lie. Like,
cover, and I'm like, what? Like, this girl is like damn near your age, and
Right.
that's your goddaughter. Like,
Right.
shut the fuck up. Like, it was just ridiculous. So it just did not make sense.
I don't like the
and
lies either.
I get it when you said that, you know, just be honest and open with me.
Correct.
What men don't understand is that they don't know the mind of a woman.
Correct.
And
They feel like
sometimes
they do,
we
though.
don't know what the fuck they be thinking, although they're simple as fuck. But if you just say, hey, look, this is what I have, this is what I want, are you accepting of that?
Period.
They never know what the fuck our response is going to be, but they always assume
No, but it just
that it's
depends.
going to be what they think.
Some men have dealt with women that have went all the way
Trauma.
left. Yeah, so men have their own little trauma, but you're continuing to add to the trauma when you put me in that category, them other bitches.
But wouldn't you want less drama and just tell the truth?
Exactly.
And, like, you wouldn't
no,
have
but
to
they
worry
feel like
about
they gonna be
that?
missing some pussy.
But
I
you
don't
know-
want to miss pussy. I don't want to miss time. I don't want to miss
But
meals.
wouldn't
I don't
it
want to
be
miss
more like
FaceTime.
player if you just keep it real and then she
No,
still
that's-
want to fuck with you?
that's not
Exactly,
like-
and that's what I've appreciated. I've dealt with men that are like that, and that's what I appreciate. I'm like, please tell me the truth. My baby daddy was the first person who told me the motherfucking truth, and guess what? I never caught him up in no shit because I was always told the truth.
Exactly.
Now, when other women met me, they were like, "Oh wait, ain't that your baby mama?" And I'm like, "Hey, yeah, come on." I remember this one time I was at my baby daddy's house and I was pregnant. So I spent the night and I was just there. We gonna ask that question later. I spent the night. I spent the night and I was just there. But when I was pregnant, I like to sleep nude.
Okay.
So I'm like, I'm just putting on some panties because somebody's knocking at the door, obviously. So I went to go open the door. I opened the door and then I walked back in the room. I don't give a fuck what is about to come through the goddamn door. I lock the door because I'm here by my fucking self.
Okay.
And so then I go back and lay down and then this girl freaks out. Oh my God. You have a woman here? You brought me here? And he was like, that's my baby mama. And she's like, oh my God, you your baby mama? And he was like, no, but she not tripping. And I was like, I was like, girl, I don't. Look at me. I don't give a shit.
Okay, so was he honest with her and like, hey, hey,
that's the thing. I don't know.
So that's what I'm saying. Like,
She probably couldn't
it doesn't
accept
sound
it
like
or
she was like notified of everything.
Correct.
That's what it sounded like to me.
Correct. She probably was notified. Hey, I got a baby mama, but the bitch didn't know she was walking in and I was gonna be at the house.
Yeah.
So he probably felt that he could only be honest with you and not her.
Everybody else.
Right. I don't know. Who are more honest? Do you think, men or women?
Neither.
That's kind of
Men. Okay, I think
I be
that's.
lying my ass out. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be honest.
But see,
I think women are better
Better.
Better
Yeah.
liars.
Better
liars, but who is more honest in general?
Oh, I think women. We're more honest.
I don't like you.
Yeah, we're very honest.
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know. I mean, you can catch a man in a lie like that.
You can catch a man in a lie. But
But-
I'm saying who is more honest. Just because women are caught in lies don't mean that they don't lie.
My husband is more honest now. But like 10 years ago, that
If
motherfucker
you
was
don't
a lie.
answer this goddamn question
I'm just saying, I don't know.
because you still lying,
IDK,
is what you saying?
I don't know. I'm not lying. I only lie to certain people.
You know who you are. I honestly think women are better liars, but I think men are more honest.
I think women are. I think women are more honest.
The person making all that goddamn noise, she didn't even answer the question. Thank you.
Men
I
are
think
more honest.
I think men are. I think
they're forced to be more honest.
Yeah, I feel it.
because they're caught in a lie.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
So did you
maybe-
fuck her or not?
Just be honest.
Just because she's sitting here, you're not gonna answer. Did you fuck her or not?
Because we already know the answer.
Exactly.
Did you fuck her or not?
But I like when I have asked that question and I've been given an honest answer.
Yes.
I respect the person so much more because I can personally read the body language already. So I just want to see if you gonna tell me the motherfucking truth.
That's every woman.
Babe, did you fuck? But then women get carried away and they feel like because they've been given the answer to one. Okay,
How
let me
about
just say
this
me.
bitch?
I've got carried away
Personalized.
because I will ask. So, the girl who did this or the woman who did that, did you fuck? It's too much.
I mean, we might as well go ahead and
I'm-
go
but
ahead and play
it's-
21 questions.
But
right now.
but I feel like that's unfair. If I'm already, because my thing is a situationship. I used to say I was in a fuck ship, but fuck ship is giving homage to fuck boys.
Yeah.
I'm not with a fuck boy. This is a whole situationship. We've literally gone through shit.
yeah.
She refuses to say the R word.
So I refuse. I won't say the R word.
If it doesn't feel it, I mean, why? I'm not gonna call it that. If it doesn't feel like one, like our actual relationship, I'm not gonna call it that. I mean,
She understands.
Why do I need to?
She understands. I won't. It's not that it doesn't feel that way. It's just
It's
to
been
me
4 years.
That's
4 years.
That's been too you.
4
You a
years.
motherfucker,
You
bitch.
still won't say the R word.
Okay, listen, because to me I don't like labels.
I don't like either.
So
but do you believe in marriage?
Okay, I don't believe in marriage.
I don't either.
I've never experienced. I don't believe in marriage.
I don't at all.
I've never.
Wait, hold on. We know why you don't. Why don't you?
I don't believe in it because it's just like it just feels. I feel like why do I have to have a ring? Why do I have to go to a court? Why do I have to put anything on a piece of paper to prove that I am with you and that I am down for you? Like, why do I have to do that?
Correct.
And then,
Well, you really don't in Texas because it's a
but it's a 50,
common law.
Yeah, common law.
Right.
But and then on top of that, if you're not happy. Why do I have to go through all these, hoops
Just
and
to
everything
leave.
just to leave?
Exactly.
I've had friends that had to go through a lot of hoops in order to get rid of someone.
Exactly.
And I have to spend money to get rid of
Fuck
you?
you.
Hell no.
Nope.
Like, why would I
Nope.
need to do that?
Nope.
Like, that's crazy.
It should be
And
like
then on top of that, I feel like too, because I've dealt with some, not saying that I've I'm not proud of it, but married men. And they are, it's very interesting. Like their questions, I ask them like, so why don't you just leave her alone? Like, why don't you just divorce and leave? And it's only because they don't want to split up their assets or whatever. It's cheaper to keep her. And it's just like,
But is it also cheaper to fuck with me on the side?
Exactly. So I'm just like,
Yeah,
it
if
just
you
doesn't.
say yes.
It just doesn't make sense. I'm like, well, why don't you just like leave and just like let her find her happiness? Because obviously you're not happy. So why don't you just like do it that way? And, I just have conversations with him because I'm just so curious as to like why.
Right.
Like it doesn't make sense to me.
Right.
So why do I need to get married in order for you to feel forced to like stay in this type of relationship?
I just want
because
the life
of the Bible
insurance.
and whatever.
I want the life
You can
insurance.
still get life insurance
and
without
anything
marriage.
else that's
You
do-
can.
Yeah,
If
if
they
you're the
put you- if they-
beneficiary.
You
exactly.
can put it on a will. There's
But
a will.
sometimes if you're not on the beneficiary and you're not married, you're not there.
Then I understand that, but then that means y'all need to get all y'all stuff in line and get all that stuff.
And then
straightened out.
that's a conversation that leads into, hey, why don't we just get married if we're
I
gonna
don't
go
wanna
through
do
all
that.
this?
Like
I don't wanna do all that either.
I'm not doing that.
And
'cause
Keita
if
has
I just-
always told me, well, you can get all their stuff. I don't want their shit.
She
What the
don't-
fuck am
she
I?
don't want
What
no
the fuck
ownership.
am I
She don't
gonna
want
do
no
with all
property.
that
She don't
shit?
want none of
Hey,
that.
if you want to leave, I feel like
You
this.
can sell it and get money if that's what
I
you choose
mean,
to
that's
do.
cool, but I mean, I've been on my own since I was 15, so I'm
Right.
be all right. Like,
Right.
hey, if you have kids with me, just take care of your kids, leave something for them.
Right.
But you don't have to do anything for me. Like,
Right.
I'm gonna be all right.
I don't want to be. I guess I don't. I've never had a true. I've never seen truly happy married people growing up.
Same here.
I've only seen people pretending.
Yes.
Just like going to church, you faking. Because Monday through fucking Sunday,
You turning up, showing ass, everything.
like it's just like it's faking. So you're faking. Oh, there's a family function. We gotta go together because we together. You're faking. I didn't want to see that. So I couldn't. To me, I don't want to pretend. And then sometimes you feel like, do I even deserve this individual and all of these things? And then it's like, I got to deal with all the stuff that you also come with. You can't not when you're married. And sometimes people don't want to
You can't
Being-
not what when you
deal with all this stuff. And you, like you said, if you get married, then if they die or something, you get all their stuff. You get their property, you get their accounts, but you also accumulate
debt.
their debt. That's
that's true.
debt, and that's
That's true.
something extra that I have to pay for. I don't want that shit.
I'd rather just keep it separate.
I don't want that shit. Like, I feel like, and then I also feel like it's low key slavery. You brand someone, they're giving your name.
You know why marriage was created? It was created by a white man.
See what I'm saying?
White man, a rich white man.
What are you doing this to?
Oh.
You about to leave?
right? I'm about to leave you with some tidbits. So it was created by rich white men to show ownership.
Correct.
See?
So the same
So-
thing.
Yeah, so of course the ring meant that I own you or you're owned by somebody. And like you said, it is comparable to or comparable to slavery.
Right.
So men own women in that sense. Of course, that's why they got the whole bra burning thing.
Yep.
So you see where that all that stems from.
Right.
So they're considered as property as well.
Correct. I don't want to be anyone's property, and I don't want someone to feel like they're my property. Now I own you. You own me. Now I got to do it. Now I got to do what you say. You got to do what I say. We got to be submissive to one another.
Prove me wrong.
But I feel like it's even deeper than that. I just don't want you to feel like just because I know in our community it's more religious, right? It's something that you do. Because I asked a guy.
And I'm not religious.
A guy had argued me down. Was just like, hey, so why you don't believe it? I'm like, because it just doesn't make sense to me.
Right.
Well, I'll say, well, why do you believe it? He was like, well, that's because my family. I'm like, well, no, why
Always
do you believe it?
Exactly.
Not your family.
Exactly.
Why do you believe it?
He's doing something
because it's in front of God. I'm like, okay, I definitely understand that, but I mean, if God's with you, period, and just in everything you do, then a ceremony, a expensive wedding, putting your name on a contract or whatever should not have to. You can be in a pretty.
You can be in a pretty dress.
A spiritual ceremony will work.
You want to get dressed up?
I went to court. I still gotta have my pretty dress.
You can do a spiritual ceremony where hey, we're life partners, and if anything happens, you can go your separate way. I go mine. I still want you to be happy. That's
correct.
How I feel.
That's how I feel. I feel like if you're with me and you're not happy, please leave.
Yeah, because I don't need all that.
If I'm not the best person for you, why are you suffering?
Exactly. And that's how I feel with the married men that do approach me whenever I do ask them, like, why? Like, I'm like, what was, like, why you just won't leave? It's just like they have this in their head, like, or of course they give you that, I'm separated. They're not.
Exactly.
They're never going to leave. And I have friends that are dealing with that, and I'm like, they're never going to leave. So, what's the point? But it's just like, I asked them, like, well, why? Like, it's just like you're holding someone back from, you're being selfish, pretty much.
Correct.
You're being very selfish right now because that person that probably has no clue what you're doing. And she's probably thinking that she has a perfect husband, and she don't.
Right.
And it's just like, you're not being honest about it. Like, you're not being honest about none of the situation at all.
And
it's unattractive, too. I'm like, I can't even
deal with you.
Get wet for that.
Right, right. And
I'm sorry. Because you're a liar.
See,
and that's the thing.
Sea moss can't help you.
You don't, you don't even know what he could be telling you.
Exactly.
To be true.
She could think she got the best man in the world. He's so faithful. He take care of the family, blah, blah, blah. But you sitting over here selling me some bullshit. And we've been unhappy for years. No, you've been unhappy for years.
And then you don't know nowadays, people are crazy.
Yes, they
are.
are.
That woman finds out. And because I literally told, because I didn't even know this guy was married until I seen his family. Like, that ring was not on your finger last time. He's like, yeah, it was. I'm like, no, it was not.
The 10 was.
I didn't even pay attention because I was young at the time, so I didn't know about the 10.
Right.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh my gosh, so this woman can pull up on me at any time. Because, women
put
are
your life in
crazy.
whole danger.
Exactly. You're putting my life in danger whenever you're not honest.
Right.
So that's not right either. It's just like you're putting so many people's lives at danger because you don't know what this girl is capable of. She probably just unhad it and just, snap like the women on that TV show. And I ain't trying to be a tragedy.
I have a confession.
What?
I was a mistress.
I think we probably all have once.
And I knew it like from the gate.
You were a mistress. What is a mistress? A side hoe?
Thank you for trivializing it. Like when I first
say it for the pinkies to understand, bitch. We don't know what mistress
I was a side chick. I was a side chick. God damn. I wanted to be close to being an MRS, but damn, thank you for taking that away from me. So when I first moved here from Houston from Mississippi, the first person I met was a man who was married. He had been married for like 3, 4, or 5 years. And he told me up front. I was like, okay, I'm looking for a sponsor. That's cool.
Oh my God.
I don't
but
mind.
You know what? There's no responsibility with that, though.
Exactly.
Like they go home, you don't have to walk.
I ain't got, exactly.
I'll tell my story in a minute.
Exactly.
They don't have to call you at night. Like, that's perfect.
The benefit was great for the both of us.
Yes.
I think.
But then I fell in stupid.
What is that?
I fell in love.
Yeah, that's where you messed
up. Oh, I ain't never.
I did that.
I never did that shit. No. Nope.
And so I wanted more, and I wasn't gonna get more. And it took me a while to understand that I wasn't gonna get more. So it took me like 3 years.
Are you fucking serious?
Oh, you had feelings for him.
Get the fuck out of here.
She had feelings. That's why. She had feelings.
Okay.
That's why you leave feelings at fucking home.
Young,
you don't go play,
dumb, and full of cum is what I was. Okay. So it took me that amount of time to understand that. And
3
then-
years?
But she had
How many
feelings.
times you got?
She had feelings. We
Oh,
all.
that's why I don't
I
know
had
that.
it
No,
took
but
me
I'm
3
saying we
years
all-
to check my feelings. Okay, it took me 3 years to check it. So when I realized, like, oh, come on, this ain't for you. I was like, okay, you know what? Do you? I'll do me. And it was nothing like verbally that we agreed upon that was gonna happen. It just happened that way. We never like said, okay, this is we're through. This is done.
Yeah.
We just went. Psh.
Did he catch on like that you were getting feelings and kind of like?
Oh yeah, I told
She
him.
told him.
Okay.
I told him.
Like, did he get freaked out? Like, oh shit.
Nah,
Gotta
I
get
mean,
rid of this
I
bitch.
think he was receptive to it. Like, yeah, I got her. Like, but I don't know if that's what he thought.
Yeah.
But that's what my perception was that he did. And so after that, it's like I got 1, 2, 3 boyfriends now, or people that I'm dating now.
Right.
I'm not solely into you, and the reception of that was hard for him.
Well, go home to your wife and then tell her why you sad.
And so because I was in stupid,
Oh, you like that shit.
I was trying to be
Oh.
soft and compassionate.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. That's why it took your ass so long to fall out of love.
But no, we all fell victim to like
No,
dumb shit.
no.
Like, we all have.
Yeah.
No,
We all
no.
have. I'm not gonna lie. we
Okay,
all-
I got digmatized.
Thank you.
She understands now.
Okay.
She understands.
I know, because I got it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said in the beginning of the motherfucker.
But that was a whole 20 years.
Oh, my God. I should have left a long ago. What you want to eat? No, don't be kissing me on my back either, because you know.
Okay, but anyway, all married men, go ahead and like, subscribe, share to
Oh my god. No.
Talking Pink.
And comment. I bet
your,
you won't- I bet you won't tell your
with
story.
Your wives. Y'all
No,
do this together.
no, don't do it together. We
Uh-uh,
no,
I'm tired
don't,
of them lying.
No, don't do
Uh-uh.
it together. Listen. She already like, share, subscribe. Okay, all you gotta do is like, share, subscribe. But your ass better not comment, because then she gonna know.
I don't have.
She
no-
gonna
I have
see
no-
your comment.
People don't need them problems. It's
Listen.
a headache.
If y'all fight online, they're just gonna get up our what's that shit called?
Document.
Views, algorithm,
Algorithm.
Yeah.
Go on, fight it out. I mean, talk it out.
Yeah, because
online.
we're talking pink. Hey,
Talking pink.
it's all love.
Right.
All I gotta say is, if you're married, if you're a guy, don't waste that girl time. Just let her go.
But it could go both ways.
I mean,
women,
yeah, it can-
women do the same thing.
women do the same thing. Cause I had a friend that girl was wild, like, but he was okay. I mean, I think he knew and he accepted it, and he was okay.
Oh, he had a little dick.
So I mean,
All
maybe
he-
that's what
all
it
he did was say pussy.
I don't know.
And she had to go out and find that.
Maybe that's
Strong arm.
because it was just a little confusing, just
That's
like
what I'm
how
saying.
their dynamic was. Like, I mean, they even tried the whole like swinger thing where
Yeah, he definitely had a little dick.
He'll go fuck the the other
Guy.
wife,
Yeah.
and then the husband will go fuck her, and I guess he got uncomfortable because he'll be in there playing the PlayStation, and the other husband comes and like, hey, I'm here to fuck your wife. Like, it was weird.
Tell
it
her
was
dick,
weird.
I'm
It
gonna
was
fuck your
crazy.
wife.
So, and I
You
guess
tell me so I can leave.
it was crazy. So it's just like he was in there playing Madden, and he's in there knocking her down. And I mean, I think she told me that he came in there and stopped it whenever I guess he felt or he heard her, I guess, being too into it. I'm like, whoa, what? Like,
But you saw him come in. What did you think he was
it
coming
just
to do?
didn't make sense. I guess he didn't want the romancing like sex.
I wonder
He
what guys really
he
think
wanted like
happened.
porn star sex, like get it and go. Like that's what he wanted, I guess. I don't know.
That's
It was confusing.
That's,
I wanted
that's
to-
that
I wanted to do it.
PTSS,
I wanted to.
What?
What?
post-traumatic slave
Sexual,
syndrome.
post-traumatic sexual disorder.
Yeah. the master coming to fuck.
Yeah.
Oh,
That makes
yeah.
But it
That's
was
fucked
weird.
up.
It was like really. I was like, damn, he okay with that? Like,
I wanted to be in a situation like that. I mean, I was before, but
A swinging relationship.
I just wanted to be with women, and he would bring the women.
yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with it. I'm not like on, in with the whole wife swap, husband swap thing because it's kind of weird. Like, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But
Ask your question, Rach. You have a question. Ask it, man.
I'm thinking.
We got
I mean, we got 2 minutes. I I feel like I think that's one of the reasons why I don't want to get married.
Okay.
Because you don't want to be exclusive?
No, I just.
Well, I know there are a lot of married couples who are, they bring girls in and, they keep it, however professional you may be doing that. But, they keep it, they stick to the script and, they have fun.
And I think every marriage, you have to come to an agreement, like on everything, even that.
Yeah.
Being with other people or other partners or yeah. So you can bring that into it.
But the thing is,
but
when
you have to
feelings
agree.
get involved, that's where everything's
But here's the thing:
And
who
they do.
involves the feelings? Like, who said bring that?
It
shit?
just happens, like it just happens.
A nut is a nut, though. How you fall in
a
love
nut
from a
is
nut?
not just a nut. You should know that from experience.
just a nut.
No.
Now, but it just happens, maybe, hit that spot right. And you just, hey, I want this all the time. Like, I don't know.
Whap. Like, who said it? Was some comedian said you hit that spot, it sound like you barking like a dog or something. I don't know, but we squirt. But
Yeah, we
do.
But or just how he make you feel. Maybe you just never had that happen.
But see, that's
before.
the
I
thing.
don't know.
You don't have to. I mean, there's too much involved in on how somebody makes you feel. If it's just sex, then let it just be sex.
And that's where it needs to be understood, and that's when people need to be honest. Like,
Correct.
Hey, this is all I want.
All I
That's
want
it.
is sex.
That's all.
I don't need you texting me throughout the fucking day. I don't need you texting me in the morning. Good morning. Get the what?
No, I
Sex
actually
is on
did
the
that
brain.
too.
It's
I
on
actually did that
Thursday.
to a guy, and he got mad because I was just like, okay, so
like-
what are we? Are we like,
cool
cool? Where we can?
I
just
love when that
talk
question is
about
asked in the beginning.
Yes, I like that too. So I asked him, I'm like,
I'm
oh, are we
telling
cool?
y'all, okay,
Or what? He
that's
was just
not
like, huh?
possible. We are human beings.
No,
There's
it is
no
possible.
way.
I
There's no
literally
way you can be
start-
a robot. Okay, no, it's
No,
not
it
possible.
is. I literally
You
started-
cannot stick to a script of one thing or two things, whatever. However you
You
think.
can tell
you
me what
can.
it is right now, though. Like, you
Exactly.
can at least do that.
I've
And
done
because
this before.
shit transition. You grow.
And that's
No.
when we communicate. And you
Exactly.
tell me. Like,
Oh,
if
that's
Remember
what I'm
we
saying.
said we wasn't gonna get into a relationship. Now you.
So you have to ask
your
those questions up front. Like, what if this thing grows into something
No,
else? Are
no,
you
you're thinking too far
receptive
ahead.
to
No.
that?
In the
I just
beginning,
wanna
you
know
gonna
what it
sign
is
this
right now.
contract. This is only Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. That's it.
And if you
5:45
violate the
to
contract,
10 p.m. That's it.
if you violate the contract, what are
If the
your
contract
consequences?
changes, I will slide it across here. You need to ink your initials, and this is what it is now. Every time it changes, it needs to be communicated because both people who decides to change the contract.
The
You have 30 days, and then if a change is going to happen, it happens.
But I
It's
think
like a
the
lease
change-
agreement, okay?
I think the change happens when something happens, though. Like if somebody
Seasons change
either
every year.
catch
It's
feelings,
gonna change.
or if you see someone with someone else, that's when you're like, okay, shit's changed. So
No,
what
I've
is it?
literally been in a situationship. I was dealing with this person. I literally had conversations with him on and he would tell me, hey, I'm going out on a date. I'm like, if I see him after that, how was your date?
I would want that.
I'm like, let me see the picture. And I'm thinking he's not gonna show me a picture, but I would get pictures. He would tell me how the date was, and people were like, "You don't want to know if he's fucking." I don't want to know that because that's not my business.
I would want that.
If he
so
wants to
bad.
communicate that with me, that's fine. But our situation is only this, and this. I started off as this is a friendship 1st. The friendship rolled into, and then. So
you see it change.
Well, maybe you just don't
It
want
changed.
the relationship part. Because me personally, I don't want the relationship part. I just want, companionship. Somebody I can be cool with that has a penis. That's it. That's all I want. That's it. That's it. That's all I want. That's all I want. They make it so difficult. Like, I'm like,
difficult?
God damn. Like, what?
damn.
And on that note,
No, I'm serious. They make it difficult for no reason. I'm like,
So-
it is always difficult.
Who is more
Everything
honest?
is-
Women.
Everything is difficult. Everything. So, Pinkies, don't forget to tell your friends to like, subscribe, share. We have TJ from the Thick Ass Vegan over here. Don't forget to visit her page. Come send her a shout out.
Instagram, thickass.vegan. Please follow me. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Yes, it's been a pleasure. I love this conversation.
I love it.
Y'all gotta
It's
invite me.
amazing.
Y'all gotta invite me again. Y'all
You
gotta
will
come
come-
on.
you
Y'all
will
gotta
definitely
back.
come again.
Definitely come back.
Hopefully my body will be, smaller.
It will.
It will.
will.
It will.
Positive affirmations. right?
Affirmations.
Yes.
affirmations. Don't forget to donate to our Patreon.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget to visit our website. Don't forget, women are the shit. TALKinPINk.com. Go buy some merchandise.
Yep.
Eh.
Oh,
Cash out me. I got to pay for this sea moss.
You said semen?
Cash app you?
Oh, I was
And
like,
that-
wait a minute.
I'll buy
Okay.
some of that. I'll buy it.
You buying semen?
I'll buy it. I put it in
Wait,
the
you
freezer.
you told them to cash app you. Now you buying semen?
I can buy some.
cash at me so I can buy
The
this
sea
semen.
moss.
Girl, you gotta be correct. It's politically correct.
Oh, because they be like, man, I'm expect that from Rachel. I ain't expect that from.
Don't forget to visit our website. Like I said, like us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok.
I don't know. That's why we think that's
Okay, that's a dance. I know. That's my TikTok dance.
robot.
And we will see you next week.
Yes.
Thanks to our guest TJ from Thick Ass.